What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to In Living Other. How are y'all living today?
So as you guys know, the Yeezy 350 Zebras came out yesterday, February 25th, and your girls cooked 2 personal pairs this time. So we actually have one in hand, and so today we wanted to bring you guys an unboxing, a review, an on-foot look, and hopefully give you guys a first look at the shoe. So just to go over the Zebras in general, we first seen these on Kanye's feet, I think it was last August. And he had the Zebras on, and everybody was kind of speculating. They're like, you know, are these going to be general release? Are these going to be limited? Are they going to be friends and family? There were all types of questions about the shoe in general. So when Adidas finally announced it last Sunday that they were going to be a release, everybody already knew that these were going to be exclusive and they were going to be hard to get.
Pretty much there were 3 ways to cop the Zebras. You either sign up for the Adidas Confirmed app, you got them on dgsole.cn, or you got them on Yeezy Supply when they released on the 25th. Just pretty much no one knew really how many pairs they were, but after the releases started dropping, I think we found out that there were 4,300 pairs released for EU and about 4,100 pairs released for the US. So our first pair we actually copped on the Adidas Confirmed app, which meant we got to pick them up in Miami on Saturday. So pretty much we had 4 devices running, and we took the W on my cell phone. All 3 of our other devices were L's.
Yeah. Our second pair we got from Yeezy Supply Saturday at 9 o'clock, I believe, is when they released. And Yeezy Supply is just one of those websites. You kind of got to do your research and just got to be prepared, because when they drop, they drop. It's always at a random time.
So the process for picking these up, we live in Orlando, as you guys know, so we had to make the very, very long drive to go all the way to Miami to pick these shoes up. We also had to wait until the release was over from Adidas and Yeezy Supply before we could head up to Miami. So once they were both over, we immediately jumped into the car and started the drive on the way to Miami. Once we got there, we found out that it was inside the mall.
Ventura Mall. Ventura Mall.
We went in and there was a line, and some people in the line were just picking up their Yeezys and other people were just trying to buy stuff. It was packed. It was packed in there. It was packed outside, I guess, because people were waiting to see if no one came to actually pick up their pair, and maybe they resold them after if no one came to pick them up. I'm not sure, but we stood in line for a very, very long time.
So out of 10 employees, there was actually only 1 lady who was handling the Yeezy pickups. There were so many people in the store, a very small original store, but like we said, we had to stand in line for a good time in order to pick ours up.
So pretty much once I got up to the register, she took my ID, and I tried to pull up my voucher on the Adidas Confirmed app, but it instantly logged me out and would not let me log back in. So when I tried to log back in, it made me re-sign up for my account, and then it told me I took an L when I tried to press the Yeezy Boost Confirm, and I was like, wait a minute. But luckily, they actually also had a list. So they had a list for everyone who won on the Confirmed app. And I'm actually pretty shocked on how many people they had who won on the Confirmed app. I think there was, on each page of that list, there were probably about 30 people, and she had about 3 pages, which is crazy to me. It's crazy that they had that many available for the Confirmed app. So maybe it's just because they only did 3 cities this time around. So
yeah, and you can see like the list of people they were highlighting, checking off, making sure your ID matched with the app. It was a good process. I wish they would have had more people handling it.
So they didn't really mind that the voucher didn't come up on my phone, because I tried, trust me, I tried to pull it up and it just was not working. So she was like, it doesn't matter, you're here, you're on the list, we see your ID, that's all we need. We got our pair and we walked out of the store, and instantly, as soon as we stepped out of the store, 5 people came up to me and was like, I'll give you $1,200 right now. I'll give you whatever. How much you selling? How much you selling?
But we definitely turned them down just because we knew how exclusive and limited this sneaker was. And the fact that we like Yeezys and the fact that we lucked up, we were like, no offers. We're going to go ahead and keep these. You know, I'm not going to lie, the offers are sounding nice. And I know the price will either fluctuate depending, you know, how hyped these are going to get after this, or whatever the case is. We just knew we weren't going to resell them. So we finally got these home, and these are our size 8s from Adidas, and we wanted to do the unboxing with you guys and give you a first look of the shoe.
So typical Yeezy Boost box, you have the Boost on one side, 350 on the top, And then on this side you have your sizing, and on the other side, of course, they have adidas.com/Kanye. This is the actual technical description of the shoe. Size 8, Yeezy Boost V2, 350 V2, white, sea black, and red. So funny thing about these, Tisha really wanted the zebras, and I did not care for them at all. When I first saw them, I was like, they're ugly, they're fugly. I didn't really think that I could style them that well. Something about Yeezys, when you get them in hand, you just feel completely different about them. No matter what colorway you get, they look so much better in hand than the pictures.
So when I first saw this shoe on Instagram and when we saw it on Yeezy's feet, I knew that this was a pair that I would absolutely love. I have the Belugas, which we'll get into comparison a little bit later, but that pattern on the Belugas I already fell in love with, and this being a similar pattern but in black and white, I knew that this was a shoe that I was going to fall in love with. And in hand it's even better. So if you guys see all those Instagram pictures and think, oh, the shoe is ugly or it looks extra big or long, wait till you have them in hand and put them on feet. I promise you guys, this is a shoe that you would want to have in your collection, especially it being one of the most limited releases for Yeezy yet. All right, so let's just get into the details about this shoe. So it's the black and white colorway with the white shoestrings, and then we also have the white stripe going across with the Supply 350 in red, and that is mirrored. And then inside the shoe, we have the white insole with the Adidas Yeezy in black. And then of course we have the Boost at the bottom, and then the all white Adidas 3 stripes at the end of the shoe.
The pull tab is back yet again. So of course I love the pull tab. So one thing that we noticed right before the shoe released, when we saw some photos of it, is that it had kind of like a yellow patch on the back because the sole of the shoe is white. But we saw photos and there's kind of like this yellow little square here. Everyone kind of hates the fact that it's there instead of the entire sole being the same color white, but what I don't think they realize is that this yellow patch that they have here flows into the color of the bottom of the shoe. So you have the yellow square and it pretty much follows down into the bottom of the shoe and then follows back up into the front toe part right here. So you can kind of see the transition between the white, and then as soon as this little toe square here, it's the same color. At first, when I first saw it just like this, I was like, that's ugly as fuck, why would they do that? But once you look at the entire shoe and see that it's incorporated in more than one spot, it's not just some random yellow square on the back of the shoe, it actually flows into the rest of the colorway. Which is actually pretty nice when you look at it side on.
So compare these to the Belugas because I think these ones are the most similar to them. They are very similar designs on both of these. The shoestrings on the Belugas are actually very similar to the other 350s, and they have this type of design and pattern on the rope laces. However, on the Zebras, it's a solid white color on the shoestrings. But other than that, very, very similar design, very, very similar pattern. Of course, the Belugas do not have the tab on the back, but we are fans of the tab on the back, so I definitely think it works for the Zebras.
So I got a size 8 in these and my breads just because I felt like these fit a little bit more loose than the V2s with the stripes. And so these are a size 9 and these are a size 8. And they fit exactly the same on my foot. Like they feel exactly the same. I think the prime knit on the V2s with the stripe is a little bit tighter than the breads and these with the pull tab. I think these fit a little bit more loose. So the size 8 fits perfectly as well. I'm normally a size 7 to 7.5. When it comes to Adidas shoes.
So now that we have these in hand, I can tell you guys we will definitely be keeping them. We have had a lot of offers on the table for resale, some as high as $2,000. But I have to tell you guys that they only retailed at $220, and unfortunately the resale prices have skyrocketed up. But if you really want them, you probably ended up paying at least $1,000 for them.
So thanks for sticking with us throughout this in-depth review. We're going to go ahead and put these on feet for you guys and of course give you an on-foot look. Don't forget to follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram at InLivingOther.
And don't forget to like our videos, you guys. Please, please like our videos. Let's see if we can get this to 100 likes.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more on-foot looks and reviews.